The day of the game arrived, and a fair amount of pressure was placed on the shoulders of Dolly and Billiard in terms of the Brazilians' battle plans for the day.
Me and Kama has this understanding. I know once I have the ball, I should watch the way he runs. And I know once I give him into space, most of the defenders are slower than him. So that works to our advantage. And we've watched a few of Zamalek's clips, and we also know that the centre-backs are quite slow. So hopefully that works for us.
Clips that I have seen, when I look at Zamalek, I look at Setif. For me, it's one and the same thing. They say they play the same brand of football. The things that they do, the movements that they do on the pitch is quite the same. They're a good team. They can play the ball. They are patient on their build-up. You know, they are very dangerous on set pieces. They've got big strikers. It's one and the same thing. If you compare them to Setif, there's nothing really much that we've seen from them that is different from Setif. You know, I think it's going to be a very good game of football, especially for the fans.
The players weren't going to let the Zamalek fans intimidate them as they greeted them ahead of the 9 o'clock kickoff for this epic encounter.
It's better than when we played in Algeria, because we had to play a game at like 10:15, unusual time. You go to the game and then you feel like you want to sleep because the body is not used to the time. But we usually play games at 8:15 back at home. So playing a game at night, there's not much gap between 8:15 and 9 o'clock. So it's not going to affect us in any way. And we are training around those times to prepare our body and ourselves. So it's not going to be difficult. We have to try and do what we gotta do. Even if they say we must play at 12, we'll be there. We are an ambitious team, ambitious players. So it doesn't matter what time we play. Just give us the ball and then we'll do whatever we need to do.
So pressure is not on us. We're not playing at home. Zamalek is going to play in front of the people. It's a must-win for them. For us, it's just to keep our defensive shape, to be disciplined in defending. And I know once we break out, we'll create opportunities.
Beating Enyimba, it kind of boosted our morale and confidence coming to this game. So whatever happens here, we as Mamelodi Sundowns, we don't have to lose. It's either we win or we take a point. But losing is... We don't want to lose, and we're not going to lose.
Good evening to you, and the South Africa's champion.
It was a game of 2 hours. We started first 20 minutes very well organized, and we lost it a little bit. We started being not focused, I can put it that way, and we allowed them to play in our halves. We struggled to deal with their midfield, especially us as attackers. We have responsibility to take care of them.
And then Sugar repeated what he did against Setif.
I'm blessed to have scored another goal, although the first one was nullified, but now I'm glad that I could score another one. I believe it was God's assistance in my life that I was able to reclaim the goal that was disqualified. And I'm happy that I managed to get another goal in the Champions League. I'd say it's similar to the first one. I don't know how I got that far up the field. Luckily, I was there to take the rebound from Kama's shot, and I'm happy I scored the goal.
It was tough. We always knew it was going to be tough, you know, and Zamalek is a good team. They have good individuals, but I think from our side it took team effort. You know, the boys really fought well. They showed character. Even when Zamalek equalized, we still fought, and we showed that we really wanted to win, you know.
A halftime chat from Pizzo took the Brazilians into overdrive, and Bafanava's style showed their dominance in the second half, and the attacking tactics paid off.
Like I always say, we've got a great understanding in front. Keegan has got a great vision, very wonderful player. When he started pushing the ball, I waited for him to look at me. Before I moved, I set myself free when we had the eye contact. And then before the game, coach told me, Kama, you need to take 2 touches in the box. And yeah, I didn't put so much power. I had a very good first touch. I took another touch. Then I just passed it in, and it was a pressure relief, man. We needed that. It came in the right time, and we started playing our own game.
That was sheer class. Right foot, finished off.
Sundowns won the game 2-1 and stayed on top of the table, and out of nowhere became favourites to win the group, putting the Pharaohs in their sarcophagus.
It's an away game. It's very important. Looking at how our group stands at the moment, we stand a good chance of making it to the semi-finals, topping the group, and obviously just playing away. It's not always easy. So it was nice to see the guys, pushing themselves and making it through. And I think from now, the chances of the team making it to the semi-finals are very good. So it is nice.
We used to winning, and we don't want to break that. This is very important to come here and to win in Cairo. It's not easy. It's a very strong team. They have got experience in Champions League, and we're just a young team that we're willing to give everything, every game, and we want to progress. For us to win here, we believe at home we can even do much better. So it gives us an upper hand to finish the group strong.
During the regeneration session the next morning, the mood in the camp was incredible. After the achievements the night before, the Brazilians had become a force to be reckoned with in African football.
It's one of the greatest feelings. You're playing against the best teams in Africa, and you want to prove yourself against the best. If you're the best, you have to prove yourself against the best. It's one of the greatest feelings ever to be involved in this competition.
We work so hard because one day when we retire, we want to look back to these moments and we want to show our kids how hard we have worked. Being part of this, to me, it's amazing. Growing up, at some point I had nothing. I was just one of those kids from poor backgrounds dreaming of being where I am today, and God has given me that opportunity. And we really want to look back to your career and say, you know what, I had a great career. As much as it wasn't perfect, but when you look back and smile, I really can't ask for more.
It's exciting. It's not always that you get this opportunity to play for a big team and to be part of something historical. I'm just happy to be part of Sundowns at this time. We're playing good football, we're winning, the mood in the camp is going good. Everyone's happy. So for a young player to be part of this thing is unbelievable at times. At times I don't believe where I am as a player. But yeah, I think it's all the hard work we've been putting throughout the season. And credit to the coach, credit to our fans and the rest of Sundowns.
One can't go to Cairo and miss out on one of the 7 wonders, so the history makers headed off on a field trip to the ancient ruins to take in some history.
Very important to switch off from the game itself. After doing the business on Sunday evening, everyone needed some time off. It's a beautiful place. It's my second time coming here.
Firstly, before you go there, you're all excited, you know what I mean? You always want to go there. Like, you always read on the history of Egypt. You get to be briefed by the lady that knows the history of Egypt. It's so much interesting, and I thank God I finally got to take pictures there, and we had so much fun.
The pyramids were very exciting. It's the first time I came to Egypt, and for me to experience what I see on TV, what I read in books, and to actually embrace it in the physical, it was a blessing. I liked the views. We had a chance to take pics that we always saw people taking. We didn't understand how they do it, and it's actually quite simple. But I'm glad I was part of this when I witnessed the ancient pyramids of Egypt.
Football allows you an incredible opportunity to explore the world, and seeing the pyramids of Giza on the back of a desert ship is an experience you can't miss out on.
I actually really did want to go on the camel, although it was scary at the beginning. When the camel was down, it looks easy for you, but once it starts standing up, then it becomes more scarier. It was fun, although throughout the way it was a bit too much for our legs, but we really enjoyed it, and I think I wouldn't mind going on a camel again.
Camel ride, I never thought I would ride it. I'm so scared, but it was a great experience. I get to ride one. It's so friendly, and people knows how to connect with it, and it just follows what you want to do. Yeah, I was scared first, but I was relaxed afterwards. I had so much fun. I would leave it and do whatever I want. It was very nice.
People thought I was Egyptian. They were asking where I'm from. And the guy that was in control of my camel, I told him I'm from South Africa, and he was like, yeah, but why do you look like you're from Egypt? I told him that we're very diverse in South Africa, but he understood.
The Egyptian traders understand another language, the language of business, but the Brazilians soon cottoned on to their tricks of trading in the desert.
I thought in South Africa we know how to do business, but I actually realized that these people are very smart how they do business, because they would easily come to you and just give you something and tell you that no, it's actually for free. And 5 seconds later, he's just behind you and he's asking for money. And it's tricky. They just have their own way of doing business. But it was fun. It's different experience. You get to understand how other people do things and their culture and, you know, the way they run their businesses. And you can take that home, and maybe one day I'll also be selling my stuff like that. But we had fun.
Before the boys left, they experienced a little more Cairo culture, the art of papyrus.
It's always good to hear some of the things, to see their pictures and their amazing work and how much information they give about their Egyptian culture and how they've done things in the past and what they mean to them. So it's always important to hear such things. It was good to hear about their culture. And these things are expensive.
On return, the boys from Mamelodi were greeted to a hero's welcome, more validation for the battles that lay ahead.